What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Orb on the Movements of the Earth, this time with episode 18, I believe it is, at 19. Looking forward to this one. Pretty much just a dialogue episode last episode, but it was absolutely phenomenal. Looking at the slight differences between Jaka and, I think his name's Schmidt's kind of ideologies and such, and their thoughts towards God. So we had Yolanda be revealed here to be the leader of the Heretic Liberation Front. Teeth missing and everything. Also got pulled straight out. Yeah, looking forward to this one. Let me know what you guys think about this episode down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. It's a big step she's taken right there, isn't it? A bit of emphasis on that. As I said, I love last episode. Pretty much just talking about their thoughts towards God, and they were so close to being like so compatible, yet there was just such a small difference in thinking that created actually a world of difference between them, and pretty much means that they, well, from Schmidt's side of things, that they can't really get along. Unfortunately, well, I would say can't get along, but he expressed it rather unjustly, but he was rather angry about her stance. Yeah, he was logical and empathetic, I guess, about it. Like, I wouldn't say empathetic, but he didn't just silence her like the Orthodox Church might do and just outcast her because of that. He listened to her. He accepted her opinion to an extent, I guess. Again, I wouldn't go as far as say as he accepted it, but he just didn't overreact and say, "No, your thought process is wrong. Silence you. Die." He didn't just do that. He actually recognizes that she's another human being with a different thought process. And I think there was loads of little awesome details like that last week. Wondering is how you find what's right. Oh, damn. See, when I see this cage, I usually think of crows picking a live person till they die. Which is brutal. So this is the only option. I was like, they're all in the same boat, aren't they? There's no difference between them. They're all a heretic. Doesn't matter what different thoughts they have. They're all categorized under one name, even though they're all like could be so different. Yes. Totally agree. It's kind of summed up a little bit of what I said a minute ago with Schmidt. So I accept others for their different thoughts. %. Potoki. This guy was involved. Who is this then? Who is this man right here? Jesus Christ. Doesn't look too good, does he? I mean, he was always quite handsome, but he doesn't look terrible. But he doesn't look great, does he? Yeah, it looks like he's drowning in alcohol, drowning his sorrows. Well, we know what's happened where his daughter's at right now, so yeah. Family relations must not be on the best terms. I mean, he thinks she's dead. Does he still think she's dead? I assume so. Sorry to pause for a sec. Yeah, I forgot about that actually. To be honest with you, I was just talking about how family relations are that great. I mean, if he ever found out, they probably wouldn't be. But as I just mentioned, yeah, I met just a couple episodes ago. He thinks she's dead still. So, this is a man that's actually got no one else in life. I think you can see that if I'm just drinking alone. Look at the size of the table, nobody around it. I think that quite emphasises that point, doesn't it? He is alone in this world now. But he's not really. Again, his daughter is alive. He just. Do you reckon it'd actually be worse if he found out that she's alive in terms of what she's doing, or you'd hope that he would just be ecstatic that she's alive no matter what she's doing. But who knows? Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. To be fair, for 25 years, he hasn't aged too badly. Fulfilling. Fuck it hell, he's so washed up. I mean, it's kind of good that he's washed up. At least he's not out there killing people. Is he coming out of retirement? I wouldn't be surprised if he, yeah, could get back in the saddle after hearing this. Gloves. It's amazing, isn't it? He's had that all this time. Yeah, he's not been able to destroy this orb, this idea, this yeah. Quite amazing. Yeah, it's quite resilient. Both like literally and figuratively. Sure, there's not much more dangerous than a man who's lost everything. He's lost his whole family, looking for revenge. And what I'm trying to say here is, I don't think there's many better people in this world that could sort out this issue for the church than Nowak right here, even if he is old. It's a good bit of advice, that. So yeah, I mentioned this earlier, but I've got to imagine now at this point we're gonna have. It's not an if, it's more so a when. With Nowak would reunite with his daughter, but what comes of that is especially interesting. I don't think it will happen for a few episodes, but yeah, he's pretty spot on. But yeah, it's just like, what will happen? I've got no idea. Will he kill her? Will he welcome her with open arms? Yeah, as I said, there's not too much more scary than this. Not much that can get yeah. Oh damn. Yeah, not much that you can do against the unstoppable force that is a father like this. Doesn't sound like a bad deal. 20%. I don't think so. Asking, considering she's got the main contents. Indeed. You fucking burn it. Big sentimental value. Oh, sentimental value to say the least. I think that's under doing it. Honestly, isn't it? Years ago, 30 years ago. Why did she kill someone? Hmm. I mean, inevitably, she's probably had to kill people being the leader of the liberation. But hmm. So it's sorry to pause again, but it's like well, I've obviously never killed anyone, but I imagine it's a big thing to like take your first life. You see a lot of people that go into the army and go in like wars and stuff and come back like traumatized because killing a natural person is a lot different to training and such. Obviously, there are people out there that have no kind of mental effect on them, but it's quite amazing that we've witnessed everything she spoke about here pretty much. Um, well, to an extent, except for this, and it doesn't mean too much, I guess, but it's just like it's interesting that that's like a big thing. Like that's kind of normal to the Orthodoxy Church. It's kind of normal to Schmidt and his guys, but to her, that's like a life changing thing that she killed someone, and it should be. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's just I thought that was interesting. She didn't need to say that, and it's the fact that she didn't need to that adds a lot to her character, I think. But my eyesight's never been that great to see much of the skies, like stars or planets. Honestly, I rarely go out with my glasses. I've got short vision, but hence I'm not wearing glasses right now. But I don't really need my glasses very often unless I'm going to like the movies or something like that. So I don't often get to look at the stars. Yeah, what I was saying a minute ago, it's just like she's not a killer. She's not. She might be now. I don't know. Um, like I said, I feel that's just a good little detail. No, not really. I don't think so. I don't think it's the same thing. No, I don't think I agree with that. This given an option for people to believe in it. Like at this point, people are not even allowed to even have a chance to believe in this. At least let them have a chance. I think the church is a great example of what you just said there, isn't it? And how those negative sides have really, like, we've seen a lot of that through this show, haven't we? The ability to even ask. Yep. Like I said, I don't think they're the same thing. I mean, they're similar. They have similarities. What Jacko was talking about there, but yeah. Fair enough. I think that's the right thing to do. Tracker. Uh, oh God, I forget his name now. Adani and Okshi Diary. There's a lot of different names I've got to remember. And again, I've got used to the Japanese names now. It's hard now. I'm watching a few shows with Chinese names and Korean names and Polish names. Yeah, a little hard to keep up. I think I'm pretty. I'm European, so sorry I'm a bit stiffly again, by the way. But I'm okay with like Polish names and European names because again I live in Europe, so I encounter them. I wouldn't say often, but every now and then. Yeah, that's like the Korean ones and the Chinese ones are quite hard for me after I've gotten used to Japanese names. That's the title of the episode. I think that's a really good thing about like it's a benefit and a struggle of life, isn't it? But people just like wondering what they want to do in their life and what they want to do. That's a lot of pages. But yeah, people are, sometimes people never find what they want to do, like where they want to work, what they want to dedicate their life to. because there's so many options of what you can do as a humanist. Again, it's both the benefit that you can wander and find so many paths, so many hobbies, so many jobs, so many people, but it's also a limitation of there's so many options and there's so many paths and such it could take. You just end up wandering forever. I thought about that. I used to think about that quite a bit, of just like, damn, there's so many options, yet there's also not. There's also so limited as well. It's like one of those paradoxical kind of things. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, sorry I was a bit sniffly. I've yeah, a little bit ill today, so apologies about that. But yeah, really good episode again. Nice to see Nowak. Well, I say nice to see him. It was didn't like seeing him like that, but like with what his daughter said at the end here, Yolenta, sometimes your conviction is a curse. And I think we might be seeing that for the whole family. I don't know about her case. I mean, they obviously emphasise the tooth and like, and yeah, like her conviction. I don't think it's been as much of a curse as Nowak. That's maybe what I'm trying to say here. Like Nowak really is cursed from his conviction to destroying heliocentralism, whereas I don't think she's been cursed per se, but she's had a lot kind of thrust upon her, and she is now the kind of forefront of this, isn't she? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, loads of interesting little details and characters coming back from the story. Nowak, like I said a minute ago, that was an awesome sequence with him. Deadbeat father who, well, I said deadbeat father, like he's got anyone to father. Yeah, just drowning in alcohol. He's lost his whole family. Doesn't even work anymore. Just does nothing. And his conviction very much did return, didn't it? Again, I don't think there's much more scary than Nowak right now. So, and as I mentioned halfway through the episode, inevitably I do think we will have Yolenta and Nowak reunite at some point, and I'm super excited to see what's going to happen there, because again, I've got absolutely no idea. But yeah, Nowak's conviction is to be appreciated, and as I said, is a curse. Same with Yolenta to a lower degree, I would say, but yeah, the fact that she's had to kill someone maybe a bit like is a part of that curse. Like I said, that little detail of what she said there earlier thought added quite a bit. But yeah, do let me know what you guys thought about this one down in the comment section. Have a great episode. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 20.